For the Milwaukee Bucks, the focus remains on winning another championship, with Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge. But around the NBA, speculation is already building about what could happen if the Bucks stumble again, and how other teams, particularly the Los Angeles Lakers, are circling. One name that pops up in those conversations is Lakers guard Austin Reaves. Anthony Irwin of Clutch Points recently suggested that if Milwaukee is forced to entertain a trade for Antetokounmpo to the Lakers, Reaves would be the first name on the Bucks' wish list. It's almost a surefire thing that if the Lakers and, say, the Bucks get into trade negotiations for Giannis, the first name in terms of players that Milwaukee is going to ask about is Reaves, Irwin said on the Lakers Lounge podcast. Big star in small market. For the Bucks, the logic is clear. If they were ever forced to part ways with their two-time MVP, they would demand young, established talent in return, and Reaves fits that bill. The 26-year-old has developed into one of the Lakers' most dependable players, averaging a career-best 20.2 points on 46% overall shooting and 37.7% from the three-point line, for 0.8 assists against 2.2 turnovers last season. He also showed flashes of star potential when LeBron James and Luka Doncic were out, dropping a career-high 45 points in a Lakers 124-117 win over the Bucks' rivals, the Indiana Pacers, in February. Reaves can realize his potential as an all-star with his own team. Coming from a small town in Arkansas, the small-market team in Milwaukee could be a great fit. He also has contractual flexibility that could benefit the Bucks. He turned down the Lakers' four-year, $89.2 million extension earlier this summer and is expected to test unrestricted free agency next offseason. According to Lakers beat reporter Jovan Boha, Reaves' next deal could exceed $120 million. If Antetokounmpo did push for a move, Reaves could easily become part of a sign-and-trade package, helping the Bucks maximize their return. Bucks still hold leverage. Still, it's important to note, Milwaukee isn't in a hurry to move their superstar. Antetokounmpo is under contract through the 2026-27 season, with a player option for 2027-28. The Bucks' top priority remains building a contender around him and avoiding the type of disappointment that could force his hand. That's why the Bucks continue to tweak their roster, stretch-waived Damian Lillard's $113 million to sign former Pacers center Miles Turner. Milwaukee's front office knows its championship window is still open, and as long as Antetokounmpo is locked in, the franchise remains in the hunt. Giannis' future remains in doubt. However, ESPN's Shams Charania reported on August 4th that nothing is set in stone with Antetokounmpo's future in Milwaukee. Still, the Bucks' top exec continues to exude confidence that Antetokounmpo will remain in Milwaukee. We kind of laugh internally. It's where we've been for 10 years, Bucks president Peter Feigin said on an NBA TV Summer League broadcast. Giannis loves Milwaukee. Milwaukee loves Giannis. We're in a good place. We feel great about it. It's business as usual. What would change the equation is if Antetokounmpo makes his intentions clear, for example, by signaling he would only sign his next extension with a specific team. In that scenario, the Lakers would certainly try to enter the conversation. But Milwaukee would maintain leverage because teams rarely let go of a generational talent without extracting maximum value. The Los Angeles Lakers remain the premier franchise in the NBA, and the recent schedule release provided more proof of that. Being led by Luka Doncic and LeBron James certainly helps things, but regardless, the Lakers are tied for the most national TV appearances in the 2025-26 season with 34. Big-time matchups with the likes of the Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, and New York Knicks will be featured on the likes of ABC, ESPN, and new media partners NBC and Amazon Prime. But the Lakers' time on national TV doesn't just start at the regular season, as they will be featured during the preseason as well. ESPN has announced its preseason schedule, and the Lakers' matchups with the Warriors on October 5th and Mavericks on October 15th will be featured. These games being featured makes a ton of sense. The Lakers and Warriors have built up a major rivalry over the past few seasons, fueled by the years of battles done between LeBron and Warriors superstar Stephen Curry. Anytime these two teams share the court, it has provided some of the best games of the season, so featuring a preseason matchup between them is only right. The Los Angeles Lakers remain the premier franchise in the NBA, and the recent schedule release provided more proof of that. Being led by Luka Doncic and LeBron James certainly helps things, but regardless, the Lakers are tied for the most national TV appearances in the 2025-26 season with 34. Big-time matchups with the likes of the Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, and New York Knicks will be featured on the likes of ABC, ESPN, and new media partners NBC and Amazon Prime. But the Lakers' time on national TV doesn't just start at the regular season, as they will be featured during the preseason as well. ESPN has announced its preseason schedule, and the Lakers' matchups with the Warriors on October 5th and Mavericks on October 15th will be featured. These games being featured makes a ton of sense. The Lakers and Warriors have built up a major rivalry over the past few seasons, fueled by the years of battles done between LeBron and Warriors superstar Stephen Curry. Anytime these two teams share the court, it has provided some of the best games of the season, so featuring a preseason matchup between them is only right. The Warriors game will be the Lakers' second preseason contest, so it could mark the debut of stars like Doncic and James. Meanwhile, the Mavericks game is the second-to-last preseason contest, which usually serves as a dress rehearsal of sorts with stars playing into the second half. Any meeting, even a preseason one, between the Lakers and Mavericks is appointment viewing now thanks to the Doncic trade, and the energy in the building in Las Vegas will be electric. The goal of these media companies is to get the most eyes as possible on these games, and the Lakers attract viewers. Pairing them with the Warriors and Mavericks is sure to get as many, if not more, eyeballs than any other preseason game can draw. Lakers to face Nuggets, Clippers, and Mavericks during NBA Rivalry Week. Plenty of Lakers games will be featured on national TV this season, but one of the NBA's premier times is Rivalry Week, and the Lakers will be all over that as well. The Lakers will kick off their 8-game road trip during NBA Rivalry Week, facing the Denver Nuggets, followed by meetings with the Los Angeles Clippers and Mavericks to round out the week. Veteran forward LeBron James remains a consensus top 10 player in the NBA, but he and the Los Angeles Lakers are operating on two different timelines. For James, 40, the 2025-26 season may be his last chance to win an NBA championship, while the Lakers are not under the same urgency, with Luka Doncic, 26, and Austin Reeves, 27, just beginning to reach their prime. Many analysts believe the clash in timelines could lead to the Lakers and James parting ways as early as the 2025 NBA trade deadline. In light of the rumors, Sports Illustrated's Ryan Shea floated a mock trade that would see the Lakers acquire a dynamic all-star guard, a sharpshooter, and a first-round draft asset for James. Lakers would receive Darius Garland, Max Strus, 2026 first-round pick. Cavaliers would receive LeBron James, Bronny James. A trade that helps both teams. The writer argued that the trade would help both the Cavaliers and Lakers for several reasons. While the Cavaliers, who own the third shortest odds to win the NBA title, would instantly become the favorites to represent the East in the NBA Finals, the Lakers would add a young all-star in Garland, 25, who will fit Doncic's timeline. With the Cavs in win-now mode, they look to acquire one of the greatest players of all time, LeBron James, wrote Shea. They ship off the injured Garland, who some question if he'll be the same player when he returns from injury. James brings plenty of championship pedigree as he has 4 NBA Finals trophies to his name and has gotten to the finals a total of 10 times, making the Cavs the clear favorites to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the 2025-2026 season. Lakers urged to move on from James. Garland, who underwent toe surgery in June, is not expected to be ready for training camp, but is likely to return to full fitness before the end of the year. When he returns, the Lakers will have 3 dynamic guards in Doncic, Reeves, and Garland, all of whom can score in bunches and terrorize defenses in the Western Conference. The Los Angeles Lakers seem to have extended their championship window for the next decade when they acquired Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks last season, wrote Shea. At 26 years old, the Lakers decided to make him the new face of the franchise and build around him for this season and beyond. Although there is concern around Garland's injury, the Lakers bank on the 25-year-old returning to form when he returns. This formulates a dynamic young duo that sets up a bright future for LA. Other analysts have also urged the Lakers to trade the ring-chasing James. Bleacher Report's Grant Hughes named James as one of the top trade deadline candidates to monitor, noting that the Lakers may have no option but to move on from the forward. Though his $53 million salary and outsized presence make trade scenarios tricky, James' status as a ring-chasing star with an expiring contract requires that he be seriously viewed as a candidate to move at the deadline, wrote Hughes.